Hello friends, welcome to the solid design principle in the C#. In the previous tutorial, we have seen the acronym and the introduction for the solid design principle, and as well as we have seen the single responsibility design principle in the C#. In this tutorial, we will see the open close principle in the C#. So as per open close principle, it says like classes must be open for extension but closed for the modification. It means the design of the class and the code of the class should be in that way that new functionality should be added with the minimum changes into the existing code. That we will see in a bit with the example, like how we can implement our open close principle into the C# application. And basically why we do this open close principle, and the reason behind is that, like, suppose we have already created a one function and that function is already gone through the testing phases, like it is working properly as per the functionality. But if we make any changes to the existing function or code, then there is a chance like existing functionality can break. So for that we should always try that in the existing functionality the changes should be minimum. And basically why we use this OCP, basically why we should use this open close principle, and if we will not use this OCP, then what will affect. So basically, like, if we will not use this OCP principle, then maybe QA team need to test the entire flow and end up testing the entire functionality, like it can break it, and basically it's a costly process for the organization. Like in the existing functionality, if we will make changes and it will break again and again, then it can be a costly process for the organization. And if we will do everything in the one function, then it break the basically single responsibility principle into the code, and maintenance will be the more, if we will write more code in one classes, then the maintenance will be very much. So we will see this open close principle with an example. So in my Visual Studio, I have created one simple application. Here basically what I have done, I have created a one employee class, and basically this employee class is taking one constructor. That constructor is taking one parameter called name, and I have created one property here, and I have taken a one function. Basically this function is calculating the bonus of the salary, and I'm calling this function for the two employee, and I'm printing the name and the bonus for them. So let's run at point of this time, like how it is printing and showing the data. So we can see here, like currently it is showing both the both the employee information, like what is the name and the bonus. So that is a simple application. So now let's we will do some modification, like we want to calculate this bonus for the temporary and permanent employee. So like in that way, like one new requirement came, like now the employee we are going to hire a contract base and the permanent employee, and the bonus will be different for both those. So those modification we are going to make. So let's create that logic without implementing that OCP logic, in the sense open close principle. So what I will do here, I will take one property, and that property I will take as the employee type. So I will take it as a employee type, and I will pass this employee type into the constructor. So string, and here I will pass employee type. So that is the thing, like I am passing the employee type. Next what I will do, whatever it is passing here, I will take this dot employee type equal to the employee type which we are passing into the constructor, and here we are taking the employee type. Now we will calculate this bonus based on the employee type. So I will put one condition. So this dot employee type if equal to permanent, then what I will do, like we will return the salary based on the 10%, and if it is else means temporary employee, then what I will return, I will return this salary multiply by 5%. So that is the logic we are going to return from here. Now what I have to do, we have to make a modification here, like what type of employee we are going to pass. So let's pass here permanent, let's copy it so there is no mismatch in the spelling, and here I will pass as a temporary employee. So these are the modification we have done. Let's rebuild this and now run this. So we can see, like as per expected, it is showing the output. Like for the permanent employee, it is showing 25,000, and as per this temporary employee, it is showing as the 10,000. So these are the changes. But what we have done here, like for making the changes, we have made the changes into the existing function. So basically it is breaking the rule of the open close principle. Like it's a small functionality, but if it is, there is a major functionality and the changes will be more. And basically, like in the future, if there is a multiple type of employees coming, then again and again we are making changes to this function that can break the rule of this OCP. So instead of making changes into this function, what we can do, we can create this class as an abstract class, and we can create this function as an abstract method, and based on that we can implement and create our logic. So let's convert this class into the abstract class, and as the abstract class says, like if the method, like we can define the properties inside this abstract class, and the method, this one we are going to make as a abstract method. So let's make it as an abstract method, and the abstract method doesn't contain the implementation, only it contains the declaration. And after making this class as an abstract class, what we have to do, we have to remove this employee type, because now we are not going to pass the type of the employee. So let's remove these things. Now this class is looking as like abstract class, because it's a, now we have convert this normal class to the abstract class. Now what we will do, we will create the permanent and the employee classes, and we will inherit those classes from this employee classes. So I have already designed this, because otherwise it will take much time. So let's implement those classes here. So what I have done, like I have created a one permanent employee, and I am inheriting that employee class here, abstract employee class here, and I have created a one this basically a constructor, and I am inheriting this constructor from the base constructor basically, and same we are doing for the temporary employee. Now let's make some modification to the like here. Now instead of calling this one, we have to call like permanent employee and the temporary employee here, and now we are not passing the type to this one. So that is the modification we have done. Now let's rebuild this. So build succeed. Now let's run the application, and we can see, like as expected, it is showing the output. So basically the changes we have done in the way of the open close principle, because we are not, like now in the future if any other type of employee also come, then also we are not going to make any changes into this existing class. Simply what we are doing, we are inheriting this class, and based on that we are implementing the logic and we are doing the work. So that is the way of doing the open close principle. Here basically we have created this class as a abstract class. We can make it as a interface, It depends on our requirement, like how we are going to make our application. So that is all about the open close principle into the C#. So if you have any question or doubt, please comment. Thank you.